Now the air is getting colder.
Okay, so we're doing this record that has a jazz kind of tilt to it. It's not full out jazz, but anybody who plays full out jazz will be like, whatever. But we wanted to kind of tip our hat to that, you know, in this. And in that, and kind of music that was from a different era. And so in my mind, I go, well, this is how that was played. You know, Lori and I went out to a couple of jazz clubs in Nashville before when this was happening, and just to see these incredible musicians on stage creating in the moment. I mean, I was just blown away.
Yes.
I mean, just absolutely blown away so many nights. And everybody with us is an amazing musician. Let's take advantage of that. Let's just throw our hat in the ring here and say, hey, here we go. We're going to just create music and let it happen.
But a tender Tennessee Christmas.
You have listened to so many crooners in your lifetime. I've seen your Christmas list, some of your favorite Christmas songs, and you love the Nat King Coles and the Dean Martins. So how much of that musically and emotionally in the studio was a part of that arranging and that process?
Well, I mean, Tony Bennett. That's what he's probably my all-time favorite artist. And so that was a big part of that, kind of going, you know, a lot of what this music is. You talk about crooners, and to a large part, what that means to me is that it's about the song. That, you know, they deliver a song and they deliver a message, whatever that message is, and it's not about production. It's not about any of that kind of stuff. It's really about a great melody, a great lyric, and trying to do your best as a deliverer of that. And so that's what is so great about that. That time frame of you know, is really about delivering a great song. I have a hard time just putting out a collection of, hey, I'm just going to sing, y'all just play and I'm just going to sing the melody or whatever. I have a hard time doing that because I want to feel like I'm developing as an artist all the time, you know? And I feel like we accomplished that. I feel like that this, even though it is a Christmas project, it feels like it's moved us somewhere. And that's always my goal, is that it moves us forward somewhere. And that if there's one thing that I'm just so happy with, it's that we could do a Christmas project that feels like it's also moving us ahead artistically.
Fall on your knees, hear the angel voices.
I've been looking for something to sing with Charlotte. Charlotte and I have never sung a duet before, and I called her up and I said, hey, would you mind singing? And she started crying. She was like, oh, I'm so happy to do it. And so I was like, okay, well, that's good. And so then I didn't write it as a duet, so I went back and kind of reworked it all. And the challenge with something like that is, how do you take a lyric that is so beloved, not only by the world, but by me, and kind of do something different with it, frame it differently? And my goal on it was to be a Christmas worship song. That was my goal. And so, fall on your knees, fall on your knees. And the choir comes in and the congregation comes in, fall on your knees. And so it really took on a life of its own. As I sat down to collect these, I was like, okay, I don't want to just, you know, I want this to mean something and mean something together. I realized for myself, because I wrote a lot for this, I realized this can never be finished being written about.
Yes.
This is the greatest story ever told. It's not like, okay, it's told, it's done.
Yes.
It's done, and so all the songs are written about it. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for me. It's not going to happen for the world. We're still going to be writing songs about this, and and watching plays about it and reading stories based on it. It is the moment that changed human history, and it will never lose its depth of content.
Yeah.
So that felt really, really good that we could accomplish something like that.
Yes. Well, thanks for your time with us, and thanks for sharing. We're
Thank you.
excited about the release. Can't wait for everybody to hear it. So.
Me too, and I hope they love it.